It's Jovi, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? Before we start this video, I want to tell you all, I want to wish you all a happy Friday. It's a couple of days before Christmas. I'm so excited. It's nice outside. It's all sunny and stuff. I was gonna say I wish it would snow, but I really don't. I really don't. I don't. I hope you all are going to have an amazing weekend and an amazing Christmas day. Now, today we're going to talk about good morning today and good afternoon, depending on where you are. Listen, today we are finally going to talk on this whole TD Jakes power bottom situation, the whole Cassie situation. It's a lot of things going down. Okay, it's a lot of things going down. I'm waiting for names to be released. It is going to, I already said yesterday, and I'm going to repeat, 2023, 2004 are going to be, maybe 2005 as well, I don't know, but they're going to be the years of exposure. People are getting exposed. We are patiently waiting for this Epstein list to be released. Okay, they're talking about it's 150 names. Only 3 people are not going to be names are not going to be released. And I saw a tweet that said they are presidents, former presidents, or whatever, whether in America or outside. Epstein was all over the world. I can't wait. It is going to be insane. Okay, so, or maybe a king or a prince. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now, but today we're going to talk about this whole TD Jakes situation. Y'all, it went off yesterday. It is still going. I want to know what TD Jakes, I'm going to watch it. I want to know what his sermon is going to be on Sunday. Okay, it's the day before Christmas. I'm really curious to know what his sermon, what if he's going to mention it in his sermon, what he's going to say. Are we just going to admit to the foolery or what? Because or what? Like, what's happening? Okay, but before we even get into all of that, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now, because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button that way. Whatever way. Hit that subscribe button down below. I know you see it. It's red and stuff. And follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all my platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. My hand is just crusty looking. Anyway, so I'm going to drop this intro and we're going to go ahead and get on with the rest of today's show. My mom is in the chat. Hello, mother. How are you doing today? So I got 2 articles. I don't even have them pulled up here because I was looking at it on my phone. So it's on my phone. I was looking at my daughter's grades. She graded. I was looking at her grades. They do a thin grade. I was trying to, anyway, y'all don't care. All right. So, oops. I'm going to read these articles. I have 2. So let's see which one I'm going to read first. What was this? It is entitled, okay, and listen, for all you Christians in the back, I saw this meme. No, it wasn't a meme. It was a little clip on Twitter. And this guy was recording his mom because his mom was like, what is a power bottom? So and it was just so funny. And I want to kind of explain it for those older ladies who may not know what a power bottom is. Okay, it is, or what it means when people are calling TD Jakes a power bottom and why people are just gagging about it. So I'm trying to say this so I don't get, so I can keep my monetization. Okay. So work with me here. A power bottom is like a saucy Santana. Okay. That's the one that is on the bottom. Okay. The female equivalent. Okay. And very excited about it. Very excited about it. Like the power bottom is, the one that, from what I'm not, but from what I gather, it is the one that he just trying to get done in all the time by any and everybody. Okay. By any and everybody. Like it's a conveyor belt of the D's coming for the power bottom, and the power bottom is very saucy Santana-ish. Okay, there is I wish I'd have pulled it up. There is a meme of, I'm gonna pull it up because it can't be that hard to find. There is a meme of saucy Santana, and they were like, let me find out TD Jakes. Oh crap, is a power bottom. Where it go? Hold on. TD. Okay, here we go. Let me find it. I'm trying to, because once you start to scroll and you get to see the videos. Hold on. There's so many like clips people are pulling out of the woodwork of his sermons where he's just saying things. And sometimes I guess when you're speaking, shit just comes out. I'm a YouTuber. I know sometimes you be speaking and you don't necessarily mean to say something. And oh no, this is the video I was talking about. Ask me what you just asked me. This is the mother. Say it louder. What's the what? Mom. Okay. If a bottom is a bottom, right? You know what a bottom is? A bottom. A person at the bottom. Look at his mama. So what do you think of power? That video had me dying. That old lady was like, I go to his church. Like, you telling me? Okay. They were like, TD Jakes be at puffy parties like Saucy Santana. Okay? I can't play the song because I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah. Okay. So let me read these articles. I just wanted to give you that image of what but it be like that. I'm not surprised. I always say the higher you up in, your sanctimonious bull is the more you are trying to hide. That's what I feel. I feel people who are like that, have skeletons. Now, I don't know what everybody's skeletons are, but I feel like sometimes it's thus protest too much kind of attitude, right? Anyway, TD Jakes. Let me close this. This is from the Jasmine brand. I'm reading off my phone. TD Jakes trends on social media as unconfirmed TikTok reports rumors about mega preacher and Diddy parties. Plus, Cassie allegedly provides new evidence to the feds. Now, I know people are saying, oh, she settled NDAs. NDAs do not cover illegal activity. The feds say, give me that. The feds got that. And for what I hear, her husband had a lot to do with that because, these people don't get to hide their perversions. People do not get to hide their perversions. You with the shits, let everybody know you with the shits so people could treat you accordingly. You don't get to hide your perversions. All right. TD Jakes trends on social medias. It looks like Diddy may not be the only one in the headlines. According to an unconfirmed viral TikTok report, Bishop TD Jakes, all of this is alleged. First, let me say that, especially since my mama here, she's going to tell me allegedly. So, all of this is alleged, but it's looking really bad for the Christians in the back. Okay? And it'd be so crazy. Anyway, these the same people, these same hard Bible thumping ones that be first seat at TD Jakes. I was about to say seminars. It's not seminars, with the whatever, when you go into church or whatever, the first two row ladies with the big old hats, they'll be the first one to put their sons out if their sons came out and told them that they were, but look, the hypocrisy of it all, the hypocrisy. According to unconfirmed viral TikTok reports, TD Jakes is at the pulpit of a slew of heinous acts and a possibly incriminating email that has broken the internet. Okay, if you didn't know, TikTok recently erupted with chaos when a username, whatever, brought to attention a new rumor surfacing amongst songstress Cassie explosive lawsuit against her former partner, music mogul Diddy. As previously reported last month, Cassie sued Diddy for allegedly trafficking and abuse, among other things. And throughout the over a decade-long relationship, although they're since settled amicably, more groundbreaking information continues to hit the headlines. The latest claims seemingly originated from popular blogger Tough News TV on YouTube. In a nearly 40-minute video, the commentator said that he had received an alleged tip from an unknown individual who cited that Cassie has turned in Diddy's ex-child's mother, Kim Porter's burner phone to the police. Listen. She turned in Kim Porter's burner phone and USB drives. Tell me. Look at God. Just look at God. Look at God right there. Stop playing. And wasn't TD Jakes the one who officiated over her burial, her repast? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it'd be like that. Your sins, next year is the year of these sinning motherfuckers bullshit coming out to roost. Allegedly, along with the device and a USB. Woo! You know how much information could be held on a USB? Cassie provided exclusive audio recordings of Diddy's supposed parties, where he has hosted several powerful people in the industry over the years. The evidence was said to have been given to aid in her case against the Bad Boy record founder. The insider's recent email to Tough News TV. It says, and I quote, Cassie has turned over a substantial amount of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with blank and her husband, I think that's her husband. And her lawyers, her husband, because her husband's with the shits. He want all of these perverts to be exposed. Shout out to him. Shout out to that fine ass man. She finally was convinced to give up the videotapes. Or it might be Kamora Lee, because we spoke about how like 3 weeks ago at this point, Kamora Lee, who has known Diddy since they were teenagers and was Kim Porter's best friend, and been saying that something was weird with Kim Porter's passing. Her house caught on fire. Her house was randomly caught on freaking fire, and she was allegedly in hiding. Okay, listen, this sounds like some, I don't even know what to call it. This is a blockbuster. This is not a Lifetime movie. This is some, what's that movie? I forgot the name of the movie. Where like it is some wow, bring down these pervert men's sort of situation. It is wow. The people on that list, I'm so waiting for that list to drop. I'm going to tell you a couple of names. We'll talk about that after. But anyway, let me continue reading. This is still in quotations. She finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contained footage of the S parties and other private gatherings that featured some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone and USB that belonged to Kim Porter with incriminated evidence against the Diddy. Child. And you know what the extra best part of this shit is? That Cassie didn't want none of those videos. Because a lot of these perverts like to record. It's like a sociopath, like a serial killers or whatever. They like trophies of. That's how a lot of them get caught. They got hair clippings, or they're the person that they kidnapped or whatever, ID or whatever, because for whatever reason they need trophies to reminisce. Right? Perverts need trophies. They record shit, right? They like to record shit just to keep it so they can look at it when they feel like it, to reminisce on the perversion that they have committed. Diddy recorded all of these. Even when, and if you remember in Cassie's court documents, when we went over it, Cassie said she used to try to delete all of that shit off the phone, and he would put it back on her phone as a form of torturing her, not realizing or too caught up in I'm Puff Daddy that you were sending her evidence against your own self. Look at God. That's what I mean when I say look at God. Okay. They continued in the meeting. They continued later in the message, mentioning 66-year-old Bishop T.D. Jakes' allegedly connections to Diddy's sinister operation. Child. I'm also told, this is still a quotation, I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that T.D. Jakes has slept with multiple menfolk at Diddy's parties and abroad. This shit is beyond federal. This is CIA. They talking about abroad. That's why I'm talking about, like, because Diddy have his parties everywhere. He likes to travel. He like to, he's like, was Diddy the Black Epstein? Like, imagine how many people can possibly be taken down. How many menfolk are possibly going to be taken down? Presidents, kings. Them Shahs and shit don't care. Them Arabs don't give a fuck. But, like, imagine actors, beloved people that you think. Look at God. Oh, my God. Okay. So, multiple male escorts corroborated that T.D. Jakes has slept with multiple men and Diddy parties, here and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he's set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just 16 years old. Now, let me tell you about this incident before we continue. This is the incident where this young man, okay, he's just on the DL, young or whatever. He, I guess, gets to this party before he go to church on Sunday, where his parents are sitting in the third row watching T.D. Jakes. He gets to the party, and who's the fucking at the party but allegedly T.D. Jakes? And T.D. Jakes, recognizing that this boy goes to his church, then turn around and made this boy gag on it. I don't know what else to say. Gag on it. And then the boy parents took a fucking payoff for it. Talk about questioning your religion. Talk about questioning your parents. They took a payoff for it. The boy doesn't even speak to his parents no more because, like, how am I in this position with somebody that y'all told me I have to obey and all of this? This is why I don't do religion, because all that, it gets confusing, especially for these young children. And then you take money for what was done to me. Hush! Somebody knocked on next door neighbor. I knew he was going to run the minute I heard that knock. That knock was loud as hell. Hey! Come here. Okay. According to the email, now we're back to the original story. The victim stated that he was allegedly it talks about it. Forced to perform fellatio, gagging on it, for those who don't know the proper term, okay, on T.D. Jakes. But the incident never saw the light of day because his parents were granted hush money. The family of the unknown male eventually left Jakes' megachurch, okay? These mega churches, child, mega sinners. If you've been following Jakes and Diddy for a while, then you know the two men have been linked for quite some time now. As of now, everything is hearsay, but Diddy's empire is certainly under attack from all directions. No, from one direction. One direction. Because you could play with God. Y'all know I don't even do church like that, but you can play with God, but God ain't playing with you. Okay? Not all directions. Just tied. Playing with his name like that. Anyway, model Kim Porter, who passed in November of 2018 from allegedly pneumonia. I'm going to say allegedly because she and Diddy had an on and off romance during the late 90s and mid 2000s. Together, they shared three biological children, a son, Christian, and two sets of twins, Jesse and Delilah. Diddy also acted as a father figure to her eldest son, Quincy, who the real father is, I'll be sure if you don't know. Following her sudden passing, many have speculated that her passing was an attempt to cover up the dark side of Diddy behind his practices behind the scenes, and they were said to have been documented in Porter's memoirs, and that she was working on at the time of her demise. No, they talking about Jaguar Wright. I'm not even gonna say the part where they talk about what Jaguar Wright said. Anyway. Nope. Okay, we go. I'm not touching nothing Jaguar Wright has to say. I'm just not. Okay. Additionally, Tough News TV told that Porter allegedly knew of Diddy's good friend Jake's unconfirmed indiscretions. Demon Jake's a Freemason and not a man of God, another email reads. Diddy and Jake masked the real nature of their relationship by both of them saying that their friendship was founded on the basis of TD being a mentor to Diddy, according to Confidential. Okay? In my opinion, Confidential is Alex Fine. That's my opinion, and I'm stuck to it. Is Alex Fine or is Kimora Lee? I'm just my opinions. It's just my opinions. It's all allegedly. It's alleged. Kim Porter said that TD was accused of SA a young man back in 1983, which was a year or so after he got married to his wife. I'm told that the church was small and undeveloped, and that could be how the incident was covered up at the time. It's been said that a man threatened to come forward to expose Jakes in 1999 had abruptly completely fell off of the face of the earth. Pastor whatever says the guy was paid to keep quiet, and 2 years later the man was found passed with a self-inflicted gun wound to the head. A lot of people end up missing, just taking themselves out apparently. Everybody that's in like Epstein ended up hanging himself in jail when in the email's conclusion, the person claimed that Jake was a known happy person in his hometown of West Virginia after being groomed by another older pastor. So that's one article. I'm gonna see if the other article. Well, the other article, I'm going to just skim it real fast, see if we even want to read it. What's the relationship between Pastor T.D. Jakes and Diddy? Isn't new. Even after his recent controversies, eyebrows were raised about his unorthodox conduct as a pastor. His emphasis on wealth, payment for celebrity company, and particularly close bond with Diddy fueled whispers about more than just a spiritual connection. That friendship traced back to the day of Diddy's relationship with Kim Porter, culminating in T.D. Jakes officiating at Kim's passing. Yet questions lingered about T.D. Jakes' regular appearance at Diddy's notorious parties, renowned for their an alleged. Okay. Okay. They just said everything that kind of everything that we read in the other articles, so I won't be regurgitating the same information. But I'm gonna drop the link in here. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link, and in a minute, I'm gonna tell you what I think about what is going on. And Lord, but before we do, Christmas is right around the corner. And if you were anything like me, you were looking at this like, it's in 3 days, 4 days, 3 days now. Jesus help me. But a message from one of our sponsors.
Hey there, this quick commercial break is being brought to you by On a Spot Live. Did you know that people are canceling Christmas this year? Yes, Cancel Christmas 2023 is a real thing. Now, people will still be getting together with their friends and family and loved ones to celebrate, to honor their traditions and their faith. And they're definitely, most definitely going to eat. For sure, there will be food. What they're canceling, though, is spending hundreds and thousands of dollars out at retailers. They're deciding instead to keep their hard-earned money in their pocket so that they can put it to good use and purchase their first ever real asset. Less things, more assets is the move for 2024. I kind of feel sorry for all of those retailers and brands who are going to miss out on all that money. But I'm really not. It's a good thing when we put our interests first and prioritize building for our financial future. So let me know, are you down to cancel Christmas in 2023? If so, drop an X down in the comments. This commercial break has been brought to you by On a Spot Live, proud sponsor of this amazing content. Now let's get back to it in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, guys. All right. So, my opinion before we get into these comments. My hand is. So, do I believe that that TD Jakes is involved in this? Yes, I do. I think a lot of things happen in the back. And just in culture, period. I'm not even going to say Black culture because it's a lot more than Black people involved in this perversion, more than Black men involved in this perversion, and the power and control that they enact over a lot of these girls and boys to be able to play out their fetishes, their ways. It's just at what point, sooner or later, these things are going to come out. It's been historically happening for years, and people have been talking about it. And now it's just time for the roosters to come home and roast. I just saw a video earlier today on, I don't remember, but it was on Instagram, but I don't remember what page, but it was of Claudia Jordan. We all know Claudia Jordan. And she was like, how even like a director, a very well-known director that follows her, literally drugged one of her friends, right? Trying to get her, she said he didn't R-word her, but that was kind of the intent. If you drug somebody, that's kind of the intent. The girl probably was able to like fight past it and get out of the situation. But like, girls, boys, nobody is safe when it comes to a lot of these sociopathic men who think that they have a right to take whatever they want in this world because they have some money and power. Okay, people with money and power, a lot of these men with money and power, I don't know, and I've said this before and I really believe it. The bane of this world is having men in charge because they only think with their PPs, right? Societies where women are in charge are fair, just historically, right? Just historic. If you know anything about history or whatever, just historically, fear is better because women think with their actual heads and for the betterment of the community and family. When a lot of men just think about themselves, we see this in Diddy, we've seen this in like a lot of these just actors. There's articles going around now because the TV strike is over, about the whole Barbie movie, right? Now we talking about Barbie movie just really fast, about how the girl, something Gerwig, the one who directed the movie, okay? She wrote and directed, and she wrote it and directed with her stupid husband, right? And he just, like, the whole time they're doing interviews now, he's like, well, I didn't want to do it. I didn't understand it. I couldn't comprehend it. You know, just like this movie blew the hell up. And he still have to, it still have to be all about his opinions and his take, and, you know, him letting the world that he didn't even want to do the movie. She forced him to do the movie. She kept harassing him until he decided that it was a movie about I don't know if he watched the same movie we did. He wrote it though, but it was he helped write it. I just think for her to give him credit, you know, about how he, you know, it's, the movie was about, you know, death. Where the fuck was he? The movie is not about death. The movie is about these stupid ass men's. Okay, we see this whole, even Simone. I woke up with this Simone Biles thing going on. I want to make a video about that later. I probably will. But like, just the audacity of her husband, you know, trying to pretend like, you know, trying to humble her and pretend like she, you know, he as a freaking athlete in America, regardless, even if he was a regular person, but he just being as an athlete in America did not know who Simone Biles was. Like, it's just men in control or trying to get their approval. All it has been is detrimental. Okay, we were going to see this list. How many wars do you think have gone on over men and their need to be in control, and their need to have people, had to feel like they need to have people beneath them? How many people have gone, have disappeared, have lost their lives behind men like this? Like, it needs to get to a point, and I cannot, when I tell you, I cannot wait for this list to drop. When this list drop, we going live. I cannot wait for this list to drop and go through the list of the men who are on this shit, because I bet you they have a lot to do with a lot of bullshit that happens in this world, and the world is falling apart because men are controlled by their second heads. Now, I'm going to jump into the comments. Y'all already know I love reading these comments, so we're going to get into the comments for a bit. But before we do, I want to shout out one of our amazing spots. Y'all see it. I know. Y'all see it. Now, I know y'all seen it. I know y'all seen it. Reintroducing Rose Forever, a New York-based luxury rose box brand. Rose Forever roses are naturally picked, and with natural oils, the roses last for up to a year. The material is beautiful, the suede is suede-in, and the vegan is vegan-in. Send your mother, your sister, or even yourself this beautiful bouquet, and it'll last all year. Rose Forever is currently having a holiday sale with around 60% discount. But with my code Jovi40, you'll be able to get an additional $40 off your next purchase. Happy holidays. Okay, guys. So let's jump into these comments. I dropped the link down below in case you want to pop up. Somebody said pop belly jakes. Y'all hysterical. Y'all are freaking hysterical. Okay. Let me see. Somebody sent me a. Oh, no. Okay. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Hi, mommy. How are you? Hey, Infinite. Hey, Sharita. Hey, everybody. Hold on. We have a caller. Hello, Dreamer.
Hello, Jovi. I'm just over here.
You breaking up, girl. Hello? I can't hear you. It's halfway coming in. Okay, Dreamer, come off and come back on.
I've been
I don't think she realizes. Come back on. Come off and come back on because we can hardly hear you. I'm here checking the mic, but it wasn't the mic. I don't know. But come back on. She said, yes, there are dignitaries on the list. Of course they are. I cannot wait. I'm thinking Prince William. Okay. Not Harry, child. I'm thinking William. I'm thinking the Trump. Okay. I'm thinking so many people. I'm thinking overseas presidents from other countries. Maybe Bill Gates might be on that list. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Amazon, because maybe listen, when men get a lot of power, and a lot of these companies have more power than like countries in this world, right? They don't know what to do. And the world has taught them that they can buy and sell human beings like it is okay. She said, Sharita said he'll pay at dust. Basically, she don't think that he's going to acknowledge the accusations during his Sunday sermon. That was the word I was looking for, sermon. Oh, he probably will pay. He probably will not acknowledge it on Sunday. He probably won't. Okay, don't forget to get these likes up. Thank you, Bree. Hey, DC, how are you? How are you, DC? Hey, Britt, Brad, Rory. She said, we'll say it for you, Jovi. Jace is the girl. I was trying to figure out a way of saying it without getting demonetized, because this content period is a little saucy. So I'm trying to like be easy with it. I'm trying to be easy with it. She said he likes it on his back. I'm tired of you. Jovi, okay. So she said, Jovi, Kelly, hey Kelly. Kelly said, Jovi, they're the dominant bottoms, so they lead in the bedroom. So they are the ones taking it. They not like, oh no, they are the ones going ham on it. Okay. I'm not clicking on what Bree just said. I'm not clicking on what Moon just said. It's too much. It's too messy. I ain't doing it. Yes, the mothers of the church in the front will be the first ones to kick their sons out their house. The first people to kick their sons out their house, but look at their pastor. Okay. Listen, you can't make this up. And yes, please misspell your trigger words, because I'm not putting it on the screen. Okay. You ain't gonna get me caught up. People been saying this for a while, that Kim's spirit was gonna come and drop kick Puff. And I'm telling you, it is just, I don't know what it is. I don't know where is I'm not even this is not even a Mercury retrograde moment. This something happened to Neptune. It is the next two. I just feel it in my bones. The next 2 or 3 years is going to be utterly in shambles and amazing, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. NDAs do not go against crimes. Number one, crimes, no. And you cannot sign a contract to let a crime go ahead. And when the feds come a knocking, the feds are above. Yeah, he might have been like, she can't release it to bloggers and stuff. That's what the NBA, like to the news or whatever. But like when the feds come a knocking, she got to hand that shit over. When CIA show up at your door, you do what the fucking CIA tell you to do before you end up in Guantanamo Bay. No shade, just tea. NDA ain't and keeping the feds from doing their job. She said now Kimora may be the one who gave Cassie the info to add to her lawsuits. For all we know, that USB drive might have Cassie's memoirs on it. We don't know what is on it. This is beyond Netflix. This is beyond Amazon. This is, if it is to the extent that we all think it is, this is one of those White House Down sort of situation. Remember that movie White House Down with, like, you know, this is some espionage shit. This is one of those blockbuster moments. This is not Amazon. This ain't no Netflix series sort of situation. This is a man down. This will take nations down, people down. I just had a thought. What if the guy, I ain't gonna say what my thought, but what if, now thinking about who might be on this list, right? What if the guy, the president of, can you imagine if, someone like Prince William was on the list? I don't know. Or like the guy who runs Israel? Could you imagine? My mom said glad because she gonna be like, you didn't say allegedly. She gonna be like, you didn't say allegedly. I know my mama, child. Jonathan says, I believe everything about Diddy, but this sounds fake. T-Day Jakes may be about him, but this burner phone and Kim stuff is most likely not true. The feds have not picked up this case yet. Listen, the feds don't tell you what they doing until it's done. I know, as in New York, this case is being built on Diddy. It's on it's on our New York City news. There's cases, our governor, not the mayor, the governor. What if the mayor is on the mayor? Anyway, but the governor, she has been talking about, like, listen, Letitia James is caught up in Trump right now, but don't sleep on that black woman. She's I think she's the district attorney in New York. Attorney General of New York, I believe what's her title. She's not playing. Letitia James is not playing. Shout out to her. But I don't know. I think the feds and the CIA do shit without us realizing. Everything ain't necessarily thing, but that's my opinion. I don't know. She said it's true because R. Kelly recorded. He said he think they throwing out this fake info to muddy credibility, and they threw TD Jakes in it. Damn, he trafficked. Yeah, that is federal. That's a federal crime to be trafficking people. That 17-year-old girl, the feds went in that case. They trafficked her. Like these people ain't playing. New York City, the hip hop squad of New York City ain't playing with these niggas. And now it's bigger than them. It's bigger than them. Hello, Cherry. She said, greetings, girl. She said a black Epstein. He is. That's how I feel. Everybody isn't a minor. Someone said, where are the parents? She said, I said a while back, this was not a good look. DC said, I said a while back, this was not a good look for TD Jakes, but let me mind my business, hanging out around with Diddy. But, you know, these men can't control their urges, child. Ain't you here? They can't control their urges. Paid off the family. They just paid. She said there's yeah, because there is, but you know what? Maybe not. Because remember, church funds don't always have to be, they're not like taxed like regular funds, and a lot of the funds come in via cash. So you know they got them bricks probably sitting in safes. So I don't know. I can't say, you know, because I would think that all that money isn't necessarily put in the bank, even though it's not necessarily taxed. I don't think it would all be it would all come in the bank. Hey Dreamer, I hear you.
Hey, Jovi, girl, I had to come back. Had to come back around. So I want to touch on two things. I know you said you're gonna make a video about this later, but I also want to touch on the fact that who thought TD Jakes was anybody to follow behind? Because this man, literally, if we're being completely honest, I thought this man was secular. He be talking about God, he be saying all of this stuff, but in reality, he really be, they saying that he owned the shade room for real. So is that true? Do we know? But at the same time, like you said, a lot of these men, they have traumas from when they were young. There's a lot of things that they went through. There's a lot of things that they suppressed, and because they were able to get money in their hands, especially Black men who are coming from poverty and the American lifestyle and what that looks like, they are not set up to be leaders yet. And unfortunately, we're trying to force Black men to be leaders before they deal with and handle trauma. And that's a huge part that a lot of women don't want to take accountability for, because our only part in taking accountability is these men are not leaders. Why are we looking for these men to be leaders? Because we're trying to say, you know, it's almost like we're like, oh, well, we ain't going to try to follow behind no white man. I saw, it was so crazy because I saw a post the other day on Instagram, and the girl was like, I never, you know, deal with a white man. And I'm like, first of all, you're a Black woman putting this on Instagram. Meanwhile, a white man probably not even looking your way, if we're being honest. And you're worried about that and those types of conversations instead of the conversations of how do we build ourselves up as a community, and how do we weed out the TD Jakeses and the Diddys? How do we weed these types of men out to build up a quality Black man? And not necessarily build up, because I'm not in like no Build-A-Bear. I'm talking about like, but for the community, just in general. Like there's so much that people don't like to talk about in Black families, especially. We don't talk about the uncles that try to rub your back at the Christmas party when they see you busting out your clothes a little bit once you hit 12 and 13. We don't talk about those things. So Diddy was able to slide by because that's a conversation Black people don't want to have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sad because even with the whole situation of like, when you was like, you're going to make a video on the whole Simone Biles and her husband later, I saw what people were saying, but I also saw another side of it, because I am, you know, a residential Pisces as Miss Simone Biles, and Pisces are aggressive. I bagged my boyfriend. He was very much in the space of, he was in a 16-year relationship. He was not trying to be getting in with nobody, but I was like, you the one. I see you for who you are. And I really went aggressive on him to the point where my friends will tell you about me. They want me to go out with them because they so scared and to like walk or talk or say anything to people. And I'll be the first person like, yo, my homegirl like you. She said, what's up? And that's just how we are as Pisces. So when I really saw what he was saying, he was just probably like, she was coming on to him like real aggressive. And I know that style, because I'm just like that. Real aggressive, real. If I want it, I'm gonna get it, no matter what it is in life. It doesn't have to be based on a man. And I think people didn't recognize that with Simone Biles. That's why she's such an accomplished athlete, because she literally said when she became a gymnast, she said, I went somewhere to a gym, I saw people doing it, and I said, oh, I could do that. She's a go-getter. That's her mentality. So her mentality was she saw a black man who had the capacity to be more and be a quality husband, a quality father. A lot of y'all girls can't even get a man that y'all like to like y'all back and even marry y'all, much less to talk about what the fact that he tried to quote unquote. I said, first of all, y'all don't get sarcasm, and this is the problem on the internet with a lot of every community is the comprehension level very low. Comprehension is very low. He literally said he's the catch, not meaning that he knows she's the catch. She got down on one knee and he proposed to her, so he knows she's the catch. But what he's saying is, as a man, he brought the quality of what we ask black men to bring every day. Yet still, y'all are mad because he's saying that. I was quite confused about that. But, I also understand how the internet is and how social media can be. So I was like, he literally posted, he said, unbothered. Because in his mind, he's just like, I know I love this girl. I know I want to be with this girl. I'm showing her and I'm showing up as a black man, as y'all ask black men to show up all the time. But because they don't show up like that for y'all, you're upset because people are like, oh, he embarrassing her. He's this, he's that. I said, how's he embarrassing her? This man married her. This man got on one knee. Y'all could barely get y'all high school boyfriend who y'all been dating since second grade to like you. For real. But, that's another conversation. That's just my opinion on that. And I know everyone's opinion is different. So I'm always here to hear the other side of things.
Okay.
But when it comes to Diddy, I just felt like these are the men we're upholding. Jonathan Owens, we have a problem with him. We have a problem with him being sarcastic and, and laying a flat joke. But more girls will go for a Diddy than they would go for a Owens. All these Jonathans, I can't remember. But more women will go for Diddy. Why? Because he swagged out. Carisha like him. Women. And that was a big issue that I feel like women don't like to talk about. Women like what other women have that they think is better. And they want to take that. And it's because of men created that society, but women also contributed to it. And that's why I agree with you when you say men should not be in charge, because they don't have the capacity to be in charge. They think a lot. They say women think we're our emotions, and we rarely do. I think men think with more of their emotions, if not all of their emotions at all times. I feel really bad for Cassie and and TD Jakes coming out and being involved with him. I want y'all to stop believing what these celebrities got going on. These celebrities are fake. Everything is a facade. It's all smoke and mirrors. Taraji P. Henson is making $50,000 a year. That's what the average person is making. But y'all are on the internet worried about the fact that Simone Biles' husband said he didn't like her. And we got bigger fish he didn't know her. We have bigger fish to fry in this world than if a man that proposed to a woman, that's married to a woman that we will never be able to even touch, is like, you're mad because he said he didn't know who she was at first, but yet still, like, you'll date Diddy if Diddy walked up to you and offered you $1,000 and said, come over to my section. Like, this is what the focus is. And then the manosphere is coming out talking about Diddy must have liked it. Not Diddy, Cassie must have liked what Diddy was doing. Boosie said that. And I looked at Boosie and I said, Boosie, so you saying that she really liked it, and you don't attach what this of her really liking something like that to a trauma? Whether or not, because she was traumatized before she met Diddy. Because to be in a relationship like that, there were things that led up to that.
Yeah.
And we don't want to talk about what was her childhood like. What did that look like? We mad because Simone Biles' husband made a joke that ran flat on a podcast with little beady head mother. I'm not gonna say that word, but yeah, it just I really feel like the focus needs to shift on what really building the black person looks like. Not a black man, not a black woman, but the black person. And how to navigate that, and how we need to stop idolizing celebrities as black people, because that's a lot of what we do. because we're so thirsty for it to be like, oh yeah, we have a spot, we have a place, we have black icons, and a lot of these black icons are perverts. The white ones are too, but let's keep it 100. If they're white in a country that they literally came and hijacked, like what is I truly want to know what people thought Diddy was doing. Because I knew Diddy was, I'm 27 and I knew Diddy was doing this when I was 6 and 7 and 8 years old. I've been hearing about Diddy being, a Fruity Loop or doing certain things that is not, just not cool. And I feel like now all of a sudden, because of social media, people are acting like, people are seeing celebrities like TD Jakes hanging out with uh, Diddy. Like, y'all thought that was normal? Y'all thought that was normal? I don't know. That's just my take on the whole conversation. I don't have, much to say. I kind of try to think about things a little bit out of the box versus thinking about things so minuscule. Because when I saw what you were talking about today with TD Jakes calling, a lot of these pastors are homosexuals. And you guys need to really understand that as well. Because we are not understanding that a lot of these preachers, pastors, they are struggling and they become preachers and pastors to have a capacity over someone that they can't have over themselves.
I agree. I do agree with that.
And that's just what I have to say. But when you do that video later on, Simone, I'm gonna stick to what I said. I get it. Like, I get what people are saying, but I totally get it, Jovi. I totally get how it can come off. But I do think, just being a Pisces myself, you always talk signs here. We are very, very aggressive. We very much. I don't even think I've ever had like a man. I don't like when a man comes up to me because I feel like it doesn't give me the control. I'm a controlling person. I like to navigate my spaces, and I don't want a man to navigate them for me. Okay. And Simone gives that energy, and I feel like a lot of Pisces give that energy. Even with Tamar, as crazy as Tamar is, as crazy as Krishan is, they are the true definition of Pisces. They like to have whatever control and capacity they can have, whether or not it looks normal to the outside person. We don't care about what y'all think. That's how Pisces run. We really run off of emotions. And if you know any Pisces, I'm sure you know, we are pure emotion.
I can understand what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know if I completely agree with everything, but I'm not a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio, so I do know the emotions.
Yeah, y'all
run
mean
everything.
as hell. Y'all mean. Y'all mean. And let me tell you something about y'all like everybody. Scorpio, I got a Scorpio, one of my, she like everybody. If you could talk, she want to swap them all out. She like, okay, once she's over something, she's over it and she's on to the next. Real easy. But I get that. Like, I get that. But I as a Pisces, I love control. I don't like my boyfriend is the opposite of me. I was watching Jonathan. I was like, that's my boyfriend. Like, he's not a talker. He doesn't really know what to say. He's very like, he's a Taurus, but he's a very like, it's like he's a very quiet, not really wanting to talk to people, very to himself type of person. And I was like, and I'm such a dominant human being. Even like my friend had us take this test on Instagram, or not Instagram. It was like she sent me like this dom or sub test, and I was literally, I couldn't believe how dominant of a person I was. Just the control I think I need to have over a situation and things in a person. It showed me that I would never be able to listen to a man. Like, I would never be able to do it. And if I want it, I'm gonna get it. Everything in my life, anything I want, I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna center myself. And I want everybody to think what they want to think, because I really don't care what y'all think. Because I'm gonna be with this person. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna have what I want to have, and that's what it is, and that's all it is.
Okay, I feel you, girl.
All right, that's all I had to say. It was so nice talking to you. Have a happy holiday.
Always. You too.
Bye.
All right, bye. Well, I can agree that, Pisces are a little, maybe Piscean. I'm going to continue with these comments, but I'm gonna continue with these comments. Hold on, I just got a donation. No, I just have to. Hold on. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous sent me two $10 donations. I am not reading what you wrote. Anonymous did not agree with our last caller necessarily, but everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Thank you, Anonymous, for both your $10 donations. I appreciate you. I didn't agree with everything that she said as well. But again, I'm not a Pisces. I do understand, the whole control aspect. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and come to my conclusion before I make this video or do the next live about the Simone Biles situation. Anyway, let's continue with these comments. We over an hour, child. But I guess it's Friday, so let's do it. She said another man called him a bottom. This isn't increase what I can't wait. Either me too. Simone Biles and her narc hubby. They're getting their passports together right now. Who? Oh, the guys. They trying to run. The Vatican is now into paganism. The Vatican been into paganism. They just don't talk about it, child. Let's continue. The Vatican is losing money to lawsuits. She said 8 names. I thought it was 5. Oh, they went up to 8. I'm telling you, it's dignitaries. It is dignitaries. It is people. Canva. Shout out to Canva. Canva just sent me $5. She says, saying hi. I'm a petty Pisces. Y'all are crazy. These Pisces are crazy, child. These Pisces are crazy. But like I said, I get it. I get it. What it's like, is Pisces a masculine? I thought Pisces was a feminine sign. It might be a masculine sign. It's like having control. Pisces. Let me just see. Oh no, it's a feminine sign. I don't know. Well, like maybe it's just about being having control, bitching these dudes. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany said, you speaking the truth, and definitely please go live once the list drops. I am definitely going live once this list drops. She said Brittany want to know. She wonders what Diddy's kids are thinking, especially their daughters, his daughters. I'd be wondering that too. Like, can you imagine? Like, wow. She said one of the biggest scandals in history, 2004, come already. Oh, it's going down. Okay, I'm going down. She said Tyler Perry might be next. Child, Tyler Perry was last week. Yes, thank you, Purple Diva. It's the 501c3. Yes, they don't file taxes, and I doubt I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. All their money would be in the bank. I would think there would be safes of money. I think money is all over the place. I think him lying about I think that's what the lie. Because it's not the first time he said that. He keeps saying that. That's what really was like, oh, so you don't know who Simone Biles is? Like, you're an athlete. She's an athlete. You might not know who a TikToker is or, whatever, but like, you're an athlete. She's an athlete. Regardless, she's an athlete. I found that weird. I did find that weird. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, Rainier. I See, I did it. Hey, Rainier. She said that she watched the film interview. I'm not clicking on the other one. She said drinking my coffee. A lot of people were not, but it is what it is. Everyone has their own opinions for whatever reason, from their personal experience. Okay. We can't knock other people's personal experiences. That's why I said I'm going to think about it. I will say that I do not believe that he did not know who she was. I did not believe. I think he pulled a light skin. She might have been Simone and wanted to be in control. I feel you. But I'm not buying that he didn't know who she was and that he don't think, like, I'm not saying that this cannot, in my opinion, that it can't go a Keke Palmer route. But a nigga thinking that, anyway, that he was the pretty one in the situation. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. But I'm thinking about it before I go ahead and make my video. Rainier said, I just want to know that the caller watched the entire interview, because if she did, I know how she drew this conclusion. She said, we ignore the manosphere over here. We sure do. We really do. Stop putting people on pedestal. We're about to finish this up. Y'all know I just like to see some of y'all comments. So he's a passive ass dude. That's what I kind of heard. He's a passive. He got feminine energy and she got masculine energy. That's what I kind of got it. Game says she's a Pisces. She's not controlling nor emotional like that. But again, we also got to remember they're people. We got moon signs and, rising signs and all that different sort of stuff. And I'm not getting into all of that now. But I'm going to think about it. I'm thinking about it. She said, I made it. How? Listen. People did not like what the caller had to say. I wasn't a fan of everything the caller had to say, but again, she's an active listener, and we are all, a lot of y'all have said shit I don't agree with all the goddamn time. We are not always going to agree on everything everyone says. Okay, I want to state that. But I still act that we respect all people. Okay. Especially if they are active on the site. If they just pop up here, we ain't never seen their name before, we don't know who they are, go to town, rip them to shreds, whatever. But when we, people are here, regardless of whatever, maybe the caller, she's young, she's growing. Maybe she feels like this way now. We don't know what she'll feel like or her experiences 5-10 years from now. I was a dumb bitch back when I'm not saying the caller's a dumb bitch, but I'm saying we've all done stupid and silly shit when we were young and we had thoughts and we thought things, and it took time and experiences and life lessons for us for us to realize the way we thought was wrong, right? Everybody is not. That's a large reason of why we even have the beauty school, right? Everybody is not or does not see things the same, right? And it's okay because we all human. If we all saw things the same, the world would be weird and corny. But it's all right. All of it is all right. I'm having thoughts in my mind. I'm thinking about the Pisces of it all. So I appreciate everyone's opinions. I might not always agree with everything, but I can take bits and pieces of it and help me try to form my own conclusion. There we go. She said most Pisces have bordering Aries placements. That's what it is. It's the Aries in them. She said, it is what it is. Exactly. She said, some of this environment you grew up in and life experiences, not total astrological signs. Very true. because again, we know people, and it's also about the other things in the chart plus the experiences they grew up with. It is what it is. We'll pass. We're going on to other things. Cassie turned in allegedly. Oh shit! What? Going back to the info that Cassie turned in, all this shit is alleged. Allegedly, Beyonce, Jessica Alba, and Jay-Z witnessed by Diddy at a house party. The whole industry protect abusers and needs to be exposed. Ooh, wow. She said, I left the Catholic Church. I'm over it. We read the 35-page lawsuit on Airwave. Just so you know, we read it when it came out. It's like a month ago now, a little bit over a month ago. She said, Neuro want to know, what does Bishop T.D. Jakes have to, what is he doing at Diddy's party? He's playing with God. Right then, should have told everybody everything we needed to know. She said, please tell me 50 Cent is not in it, because if 50 Cent was in it, he wouldn't have even started. He would have shut the fuck up when he was ripping Diddy. He's making a surviving Diddy situation. He need to get with Sean Davy Wade so they can collab and make girl. Okay. All right. Rainier said she didn't mean no disrespect. Yeah, I know. No, I just, we all, a lot of people say things and I'm like, what in the world? But, it's like, I've had to, especially doing this for as long as I have, I know what I know. Right. But then I realized that I don't know everything. And sometimes other people's opinions, stop fucking texting, other people's opinions, they feel the way they feel because of how they were raised, their experiences, etc. We're all different and it's okay. I mean, no disrespect. He was deaf being a beige man. He even said if he knew exactly who she was, my mom, who doesn't speak a living of English, know who she is. And you mean to tell me he didn't? Yeah. It's all right. It's all right, y'all. All right. So we are about to get out of here. Okay, so I appreciate you all for coming. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. We will be back tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. I told you I'm gonna go live this whole weekend. And I might, I might save the Simone Biles conversation until tomorrow. I want to really think about this from all aspects. I was looking at him, and because they are not the same person, but like why she is so geeked by bagging him, Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But nonetheless, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow and subscribe. And if you can, don't forget to donate to our channel. My Cash App is below. Super Chat, all that good stuff. PayPal, it's all the same thing. Jovi Beauty. I appreciate you all for coming. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it. And I can take a breath.